Hi friends, in this video we are going to learn about ecological pyramids. Ecological pyramids. So before going to see what are exactly ecological pyramids are, let us try to understand what are different trophic levels. What are different trophic levels? So in the previous classes we have came across uh, what exactly the definition of trophic level. It is very simple to understand. So we know that in every type of ecosystem there are different levels of organisms normally occupied. The first level or the base level always occupied by the green plants or producers, followed by plant eaters herbivorous, followed by animal eater carnivorous, and followed by omnivorous. So this kind of arrangement of different organisms in any kind of ecosystem is very essential to understand ecological pyramids. So every individual type of organisms placed in a sequential way, and this kind of boxes are simply we can call them as trophic levels. So producers occupy the first trophic level, herbivores occupy the second trophic level, carnivores third, and then the tertiary or the top carnivores will occupy the fourth trophic level. So this is about tropical level. Now let us see what does it mean by ecological pyramids. Graphical representation of a particular parameter. Graphical representation of a particular parameter. This parameter may be either in the form of number or in the form of biomass or in the form of energy, right, of every trophic level in an ecosystem. So in a ecosystem we know that we have different types of trophic levels, and in those particular trophic levels, if you want to draw any kind of graphical representation in the form of a triangle, and that will be considered as ecological pyramid. So based on the parameter number, biomass and energy, based on these parameters in different ecosystems, maybe ecological pyramids upright in shape, and sometimes in some ecosystems may be inverted in shape. Let us try to understand what exactly these upright shape of ecological pyramids and inverted shape of ecological pyramids with few examples, right? And this ecological pyramid first devised by Charles Elton, and hence these pyramids are also called as Eltonian pyramids, right? So hopefully you understand now what does it mean by ecological pyramids. I repeat the definition one more time. Graphical representation of a particular parameter. Graphical representation of a particular parameter. That parameter may be in terms of number, biomass or energy in every trophic level. Not only the entire ecosystem but every trophic level of an ecosystem. Let us try to understand now. So basically there are three types of ecological pyramids. Pyramid of number, right? In the definition we have seen, in the right away the definition we have seen three types of parameters, isn't it? So if you want to draw any graphical representation based on the number, that will be called as pyramid of number. And again, if you want to draw any graphical representation based on the biomass or dry weight, biomass or dry weight of organisms in every trophic level, that pyramid may be called as pyramid of biomass. So again, if you want to draw any graphical representation of any kind of ecosystem, that particular pyramid of that particular type of pyramid is called as pyramid of energy. Let us move on to the first type of pyramids, pyramid of numbers. So as I told you before, the definition, a graphical representation of a particular parameter in terms of their individual numbers of the organisms at every trophic level. Say for example, consider this is a grassland ecosystem where the first level is occupied by the producer, which are grasses, and the second level is occupied by, second trophic level is occupied by herbivores, which are insects, and the third trophic level is occupied by the carnivores, which are frogs and birds, and tertiary trophic level is occupied the top carnivores, which are called as hawks and other birds. Now in other side, let us see, for better understanding, we put these producers in terms of number. Say for example, in a grassland ecosystem, there might be 100 number of grasses can be seen in the grassland, because as we know that grasses will play a vital role, or producers will play a vital role in any kind of ecosystem. The dominance is generally high, making grasses 100 in number. Since grasses are 100 in number, they could able to feed only 50 numbers of herbivores. So obviously the number of herbivores is always less than that of herbivores, producers. Similarly, since herbivores are 50, they could also able to maintain, or they could able to feed only less number of carnivores again, and then 5 or 4 numbers of top carnivores. So in this particular pyramid, if you see the numbers, gradually number is keep on decreasing while moving to the apex of the pyramid, making it as inverted in shape. So let us understand the same pyramid of number in a parasitic ecosystem. So in a parasitic ecosystem, so obviously parasitic ecosystem starts with a single organism. So let us consider plant as, or tree as, a single number, individual number. One particular tree can give shelter for many herbivores. Say for example, tree is one number and herbivores may be 10, like birds, for example, herbivores, and these birds can give shelter for 100 numbers of parasites, and similarly these parasites will give shelter for 1000 numbers of hyperparasites. So making the pyramid inverted in shape. So friends, now what you are supposed to understand here is, based on the type of the ecosystem, this is a grassland and this is parasitic ecosystem. So based on the type of the ecosystem, the shape of the pyramid is going to be changed when we talk about pyramid of numbers. Let us move to the second type of pyramid, pyramid of biomass. So again the definition, graphical representation of a particular parameter based on the biomass. Biomass, as I told you just before, it is a dry weight of the organisms. Let us see. So as we know that grasses are comparatively high in number in a grassland ecosystem, their weight, their dry weight is also, let us put in kilogram manner, so that we could understand very easily. Say for example, grasses may be weigh altogether 100 kilos and followed by herbivores 50 kgs, because the number of herbivores are comparatively less. Similarly, all these top carnivores together may be weighed as 10 kilos, making the pyramid upright in shape. Whereas if we go to check the same kind of pyramid of biomass in a pond ecosystem, see, though the phytoplanktons, which are producers, which form the first trophic level in a pond ecosystem, since their size is comparatively very less, they may be weighed not more than 100 grams. And then herbivores may be 1000 grams, and then 2000 grams, and then 5000 grams, 5 kilograms. So here, making this particular pyramid of biomass in a pond ecosystem may be inverted in shape. In this type of pyramid, pyramid of biomass, we need to understand that all terrestrial, the ecosystems which are available on the land, say for example grassland ecosystem or forest ecosystem or any kind of terrestrial ecosystem, land ecosystem will be upright in shape. So, all the terrestrial ecosystems, the pyramid of biomass always in upright in shape, whereas in the aquatic systems, especially in a pond ecosystem, the pyramid of biomass is always inverted in shape. That we need to understand. And now pyramid of energy, the last type of ecological pyramid is pyramid of energy. So, here the parameter is energy. Since we know the energy content is always keep on decreasing right from the producers to the top carnivores, this we will understand when we talk about energy flow in the ecosystem, maybe in the next video. Since producers contain 10 kilocalories of weight, 10 kilocalories of weight, that particular 10 kilocalories of 100 kilocalories of energy, the herbivores, this energy during the respiration and some other metabolic activities in the producers, this particular energy will be lost as heat energy. Ante some of the energy will be lost as heat energy. So, this 100 kilocalories of energy that producers have acquired during the photosynthetic activity, say for example 20% of energy will be lost as heat and 80% of energy will be stored in the producer, and this 80% of energy will be captured by the herbivores while they feed. And again, out of this 80% of energy, 20% of energy will be lost in the herbivores during the respiration and some other metabolic activities. 60% only will be stored in the producer. And this 60% of energy will be transferred towards carnivores, and again 20% of energy will be lost during the metabolic activities, and 40% of energy will be stored. So, here what you are supposed to observe here is the energy content may be very high during the initial stage of the ecosystem, but when the energy is keep on transferring towards different trophic levels, is keep on decreasing, and finally the energy content is always less in the top carnivores, making the pyramid inverted in shape. Energy pyramid is same, upright in shape, not inverted, I am sorry, upright in shape in all the ecosystems on the planet Earth. So, there is no other type of or other shape of the pyramid of energy, since energy flow is always unidirectional, right friends. So, unidirectional means energy flow only towards one particular way, one particular direction. So, that is about ecological pyramids. Thank you so much.